Bitcoin flirting with 85,000 as the Fed's next move looms large. And the question on everyone's mind is, will it cause a breakout or will it cause a crash? We're going to dive into the Dow, the NASDAQ, S&P 500. We're going to take a look at open interest, a liquidity heat map on the 1 week time frame, and gold. We're going to take a look at gold and the ETF duds, the ETF bloodbath. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Plus something very, very cool, base memes, the memes I've been talking to you about, particularly Doginme is getting a Coinbase listing. We'll see what it did to that chart. Hint, over 100% gains. And keyboard cat, could it be next? I'll give you my reasons why I think it could possibly be the next listing. Let's dive right in. All right, so looking at this chart, you might notice this right here, right? Really, all I did is extend this line here over, right? And this line that was coming down here, I extended it down to make like a little triangle. Notice that this triangles both kind of end. This one ends right around the beginning of May, and this one would end if I extended them probably somewhere around here, about the middle of May, around 18th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th of May, right around there, right? So those are two places that literally it's pointing to. So we'll see what happens. I remain bullish. I think around that time we should be closer to this point than this point, but we will see. First, Bitcoin's got to fight through here today. This line that's been really going down since December the 16th of 2024. Isn't that crazy? Okay, Bitcoin. All right, so let's see. Around 88,000 today. No, around to get above it, and I don't think it will today, but 89,091. All right, next week, let's see when the 19th is going to be. Right here, 88,200. So on the 19th, it would have to get above 88,200. Right now, it's at 84. But really, is it doing anything spectacular? No, not really. Look, like I mentioned, I thought we could do something like this. I didn't see this line here to extend it. I extended it now, but now you can clearly see it's playing with it, right? Below it, above it, below it. Eventually we'll be above it, and eventually we'll be out of here. Okay, just too many bullish catalysts, guys. Everybody wants Bitcoin. The question is, will all that money that comes into Bitcoin, and there already is, will there be more? There will be more. Will all that money find its way to altcoins? Some people don't believe it. I do. Okay, I do. The more things change, the more they stay the same. I think there's going to be a lot more money this year, the final part. I mean, this cycle, than there's ever been. There's just going to be huge money, institutions, guys, countries. I mean, obviously, once things are pumped up, guess who's going to come in last? The retail, the regular guy, the regular schmo, and they're going to buy the top, and they're going to be exit liquidity, but they're going to drive the price up a whole lot more. And then there's going to be people that take their Bitcoin profits, and they're going to put it into alts. They're going to put it into base memes. I'm going to show you guys, but. Back to today. Yeah, so today Bitcoin really has to get above 89,000. I don't see it happening. I see it just kind of right here consolidating a little bit. Next week, the 19th, based on what the Fed says, we could see it break through on the 19th. Breakthrough. It would have to break through 88. That would be nice to see. Break through 88 and then see some bodies above it. That would be cool. If not, then we are going to be heading down here somewhere, 78s. Probably up until May 12th. Could that be the case? Possibly. That'll bore the hell out of people, but it could be possible. I think we see something before summer, because I think we're gonna see a leg up, and then summer there's gonna be like a lull in July, August, September, and then September, October we start seeing the big push up. We'll see. So yeah, so there could be a lull. So maybe we pump up, and then we just kind of lull, and then come back to around these levels right here, right, the lower part right here, and people are going to be scared again, and all that stuff repeats. Anyways, let's take a look at other stuff, some other indicators. Dollar looking good for us Bitcoin people, right? Crypto people. Dow Jones at least has had a green day. We like that. That's probably another reason why Bitcoin. Nasdaq green day. We like that. S&P 500, excellent. What is 2-year bond yields doing? Consolidating. Looking kind of like Bitcoin on the 10-year bond yield right here. All right, what else did I want to show you? ETF performance. Let's take a look at that. All this stuff looks good. ETF performance doesn't. ETF performance looks like poo-poo. Okay, liquidity heat map. Let's just update it really quick, and then we'll do the couple of things on this site. coin glass. Got all this liquidity right here, guys. I'm sorry, got all this liquidity that was right around here. Anyways, they got it, so it's not there anymore. 67 million is still above us at 85,000. 85,000? Is that right? Yeah, 85,619. All right. So let's see if it comes back up or down here, another area of interest, 59 million at 82. We were just bouncing up there. I think maybe the closest is up here. We'll see. This is looking at, oh, that's on the 24 hour. Let's take a look on the weekly. Let's take a look on the weekly really quickly. There's a lot up here, guys. 87s is 120 million. You don't think they're going to try to get that? Yeah, 63 million at 85. A lot of 60s on 86, 87, 70 million on 86, 700. Okay, up there. Yeah, there's some down here too, but I think maybe the closest area is right here. So we'll see. That's another reason why I'm thinking bullish. Getting all those liquidations, but still, like I said, it has to get Bitcoin. Talking about Bitcoin has to get past that number. I said 88, but that over there at least it gets close. Okay, let's take a look at what's going on with the ETFs. Another red day. Look at these little nothing green blips. On the 5th, positive 22 million. On the 12th, in between that, there was all red, positive 13 million inflows. And then then between, just dumping, not dumping, outflows. People getting out. But you know what? There is still a lot of people in because there's been a lot of money, see. And so we'll see. This is part and parcel. There's a lot of holders still holding, and there's going to be more coming in. So we'll see, but that's good that Bitcoin's holding up considering this, right? So, I mean, what does it say? Silver lining? Look on the bright side. Open interest also, I wanted to show you right here. I think it's just got a nice little interesting. Okay, it was just, today it was a little higher, it was at 50 billion. Right now it's at 49. This week I was looking at it was at like 46, the lowest I've seen it. So we want this to go up a little bit, right? We want this to go up higher, obviously. We want more interest. More people in the markets. Okay, this is one indicator of that. And that's it. That's all I wanted to show you. Oh, gold. Let's take a look at gold too. Let's go back here. All right, so here and then gold. So what do you guys think after looking at all that? Which direction are we going? After looking at all that, I'm just thinking that we're just consolidating, maybe getting closer to this area right here, coming up a little bit. We can easily go up to 87, 88, and nothing really happens, right? Nothing really happens because we're just still below this line. All right, so keep that in mind. Saturday and Sunday, I don't expect too much stuff to happen. I expect us to kind of just stay maybe sideways, but we'll see. Sometimes Sundays pump, sometimes rare times Saturdays will pump too, but that's a good indicator, especially later in the day as it comes to a close. The candle comes to a close, the weekly candle, the daily candle, all that stuff. All right, now let's get into some fun stuff. So that's Bitcoin in a nutshell. Let's take a look at others, and then I'll segue right into the base memes. So others is total crypto market cap excluding the top 10. After this beautiful move up, this long move down, and a lot of projects are looking like this, right? This is like a good proper representation, but this is showing that we are in an area of support, a strong area of support at that. Doesn't mean that we're going to bounce right out of here, but so far it's looking like a nice little V-shaped recovery, so that's good. You know what else is good? Base memes are good. Base memes are starting to move. Look at Mr. Miggles. All right, 3 cents off of this, kind of looking like the chart that we just saw of others, right? Very similar, off of support and looking like a V-shaped recovery. Toshi, kind of. I think Toshi still has a little bit of a struggle to do here. Boom, 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 boom. I think it still has more time to consolidate, so it can consolidate up until this point. That's why I have this right here, by the way. This is around 49 days on the 11th of April. Around this time, I do expect some type of turnaround, some type of move up, I would say. Okay, for Toshi. So, I mean, good area out of these 4. But look at these bad boys right here. First, Doginme. Let's go to Doginme first, because look at that beautiful move. Look at that, huh? Isn't that spectacular? Didn't I mention to you guys? Now, obviously, I didn't know about the catalyst, which is the Coinbase listing. Toshi got listed on Coinbase. It's going to be listed on Coinbase. They got listed on their roadmap, which means that they're going to be listed. All right. So based on that, boom. But you know what's funny? That came out. That news came out. What, here? Wednesday the 11th. What's today? Thursday? No, today's Friday. No, I'm sorry. It didn't come here Wednesday the 11th. This is the funny part. On Wednesday the 11th, this pumped, and then the announcement was right around here. I think on later that night or something like that. This thing was pumping. Okay, this thing was pumping. I can't recall when the announcement. I think it was just yesterday or the day before. Anyways, it pumped before the announcement, and then it pumped some more. Right? And look at this. And anyways, I didn't know all that, right? some insiders did, because obviously it pumped beforehand. But I did mention here, see, there's clues in these things. I did mention here, and it doesn't always have to repeat, but hey, sometimes it does. Twice. What happened? Moves up here. What happened? Moves up here. Hit it again. This area, same thing, right? Lower low though. Lower low, and now boom, it's up here. Now it looks like it's breaking through. I added this line right here because this is a representation of the previous high. Not here, because there's wicks up higher, right? The all-time high is 2016, and this is at 2013. Because I like to look at my charts like this. Okay, I like to put lines like this. So I think that would be the last area of final resistance before this thing is going into price discovery. And look how close it is. It didn't touch it, but you can see it right here that it's close. Okay, that's what a Coinbase listing will do. I think this thing has more room to grow. I mean, more room to go up high. Okay, break this, we're going much higher. I think we're going to at some point in the not too distant future 008 on our way to much higher. But that's what this inverse head and shoulders tells me that we go to at least this, to complete this pattern. Okay, shoulder, head, shoulder. Okay, neckline, neckline, all-time high spot, resistance, breakthrough here, boom. All right, so and I've been mentioning it to you guys, man, right? I would have loved to have bought right here, right? Because I would have added to my position, but I didn't have no capital. But I was telling you guys, hey, good area, right? Yes, I was. And now look at all that, boom. I didn't know, obviously, but I mean, you could have guessed. That's why I would have put money here, because you could have guessed that maybe it does something like this. Okay, not a guarantee, but in this case, it did. Okay, and now we'll segue right into Keycat, because keep this in mind, all right? And remember, I mentioned to you that Doginme the day before it was announced that they were getting listed on Coinbase, they were going to be listing on Coinbase. It pumped, right? It pumped and moved up like this, and then it did this later, but it moved up like that. I think this actually might have been the Doginme announcement. It just happened, so I think maybe this was it. But I mean, look at this pump beforehand, so people knew, right? And you know what else pumped beforehand? Keycat, keyboard cat, okay? And it did this again today. But it has not been listed. No one's talked about it being listed, but there's rumors, okay? Because it did this as well. You know, maybe the insider know that this one, the insiders knew, the ones that had this information knew which ones to pump up, which ones to get into, because they were going to get listed. But so far, nothing. But I mean, that's the speculation. So I mean, hey, take that information with a grain of salt. But there it is. So this thing, if it does get listed, this thing's breaking right through here. And again, this one has a very similar chart. Okay, same thing as far as Toshi. This one's a nicer looking head and shoulder, inverse head and shoulders, shoulder, head, shoulder, right? Neckline right here, I would say. Okay, so getting up here, I think if this thing will, if the Toshi listing, I mean, if this thing gets listed, this thing rips right through here, boom, 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 it gets right up here, right? And then if it gets up here, right, at 208, then it's gonna break through that area, right? If you see some bodies, I think this is coming up way up here to 9 cents, guys. All right, that's what this big move would play out like. All right, so let's see what happens. Let's take it day by day still, but that's the information I wanted to share with you. I know it's Friday, so we're going to end it there. Hope you guys have a great weekend. If you can, please like, please subscribe, please leave a comment. I'm trying to grow this channel. All that stuff really does help. With all that said, I will see you guys on Monday. Have a good one. Peace.